Oh, hi, Professor. There seems to be just a fraction of the food supplies around lately. Maybe there's too many brush turkeys.
Oh, BT, fractions are my favourite topic. They are in all areas of maths because fractions are parts of things. They might be parts of a group of objects you count, or parts of numbers themselves, like decimals. In measurement, centimetres are parts of metres, hundredths of metres actually, and mils are parts of litres, thousandths of litres, because there are 1,000 mils in a litre. We can divide circles into halves or quarters, for example, and we see halves in reflected shapes when we look at symmetry. So fractions are closely related to division. When we divide something up, we get fractions of it. You can think of a fraction, a half, as 1 out of 2 equal parts of something, and 3/4 as 3 out of 4 equal parts. A fraction can be part of a whole or part of a collection of objects. We write them as a numerator, the number on the top of the line, and a denominator, or the number below the line. The numerator tells us how many equal parts of the whole we are looking at, while the denominator shows us the number of equal parts the whole is divided into. If you are looking at a collection, the denominator is the number of items in the collection, while the numerator is the number of items we are taking from it. Equivalent fractions have different numerators and denominators, but they are equal, like 1/2 and 2/4 and 4/8. By multiplying or dividing top and bottom, or numerator and denominator, by the same number, we get an equivalent fraction. Fractions are used to describe ratios, like cordial mixed with 1 part cordial, 4 parts water. 1/5 of the drink is cordial, and 4/5 are water. Fractions can be written as decimals or percentages too. When we write numbers with a decimal point, the digits to the right of the point are the fractional part of the number. The first place to the right of the point is the tenths, the next is the hundredths, and the next thousandths, etc. So 6.5 is 6 and 5/10, or 6.5, because 5/10 is equivalent to a half. You just divide the top and bottom by 5 and you will see. Percentages are fractions out of 100, or with 100 as their denominator. To find a percent, you can divide the numerator by the denominator, like a half, or 1 divided by 2, and then multiply by 100. A half is 0.5 times 100 equals 50. So 1/2 is 50%. If you got 60 out of 80 for a test, you can divide 60 by 80, which is 0.75, then multiply that by 100. So you got 75% for the test. The symbol for percent is, it kind of looks like 100 if you imagine the slash as the 1 and the 2 circles as zeros. So 1/2 equals 2/4 equals 50 out of 100 equals 50%. There are some other ways to describe fractions, like proper fractions, where the numerator is less than the denominator, and improper fractions, where the numerator is greater than the denominator. A mixed number is a whole number and a fractional part, like 1.5. We use fractions all the time in our lives when we cook and measure things, tell the time, in building, in banking, and simply when we share things.
Well, I'm all for fair sharing, but maybe if I hurry, I can get a jump on the others. See you, Professor.
See you, BT.